All right, welcome to Onward Fight Clan. Now, for anyone that watched part one of our Snake and Crane appreciation, then thanks very much. In this episode, part two, we cover the cast, Lo Wei discovering Jackie Chan, and the director of the film, Chen Chi Hwa. We hope you enjoy it, or at least get something out of it. Thanks. I'm going to have a look at the cast. Thing with this film, it was shot in South Korea, and maybe when you watched it, you might not have picked up on it. But if you look at, say, that Snake and Eagle Shadow, Drunken Master, and some of his other films, Young Master, Dragon Lord, these other traditional pieces, if you do take note, you'll see that it doesn't look like Hong Kong. It does look like somewhere else. And doing a bit of research and seeing that it's icy cold there and there's snow and stuff like that, doing a bit of research, it's shot in South Korea. That is also why a lot of the cast, I don't really know them. They're not the usual typical familiar faces.
Right.
So we go through them on here. Jackie Chan, that's the man. Nora Mao, now we know her because she is in Big Boss, Fist of Fury, Way of the Dragon, New Fist of Fury with Chan, and Dragon Fist with Jackie Chan. Now, her link to this is that those films I just mentioned to you, they're the Bruce Lee films, right? That she's in those. Right. Lo Wei, they're the films that Lo Wei did with Bruce Lee. Not all of them, not Way of the Dragon, but so there's a connection there where Lo Wei is the guy who done the early Bruce Lee films, and he also done the early Jackie Chan films, this being one of them. And I think that's his way of trying to recreate the success he had with Bruce Lee. And that's why he's got Nora Mao. So you go, well, she was in the Bruce Lee films. Let's bring her in these films. So she's in New Fist of Fury with Jackie Chan as well. So
sorry to interject there, but you know, obviously Lo Wei, you know, wasn't there like a little bit of a thing between Jackie Chan and Lo Wei, because Lo Wei didn't really give him enough freedom? Is that because he was trying to mold him into sort of more of a Bruce Lee way? And then obviously Chan didn't want to go that way because he didn't give him the artistic freedom. That's probably a better word.
Yeah, that's it, right? It's understandable if we talk about it from Lo Wei's point of view. It's understandable, right? He's had a massive success with Bruce Lee. Not all of it, but he's the early Bruce Lee guy. You know, after that, Bruce went to Golden Harvest and done his own films. You know, he directed Way of the Dragon himself, and we all know about Enter the Dragon. So he became a massive star after the Lo Wei era, but he still would have done very, very well with him. He was the first guy with films with Bruce Lee in. So understandably, like anyone in business, he's going to want to emulate that success. He doesn't have it anymore, and he needs it again or something similar. So he's going, well, if I call it New Fist of Fury, then people might watch it because Fist of Fury. If I put Nora Mao in it, then there's another connection to she was in some Bruce Lee films. So you see where he's going a bit, but it's totally understandable in it because the guy's just he's in business. But he wanted something and wanted to control the guy from what we hear. And Chan wants to be himself. He had his own idea of what he wanted to be. So totally understandable, though. So continuing on with the cast, this is why with this cast, I don't know all of them. And it's because of the whole South Korea thing. Now, I believe they film stuff in places like South Korea because it's cheaper to do so. So there's a reason for it. So there's not that many familiar faces. Kim Jung-nan, there you go. She is South Korean. Right. Not done many films, 11 films to her credits. The other notable film that she's in that me and you might know is Half-Life of Kung Fu, again, with Jackie Chan. So she's in that as well. Probably for me, the most annoying character, I would say. I mean, I'm sure we'll get on to that, but I don't hate her in it. I'd actually say I probably, hate the other bloke down the bottom more. But anyway, so she definitely got on my nerves. And then you got Lei Muntai. Now he's the old beggar. Quite a recognizable character, very similar to Sam Seed type character in Snake and Drunken Master. He's in quite a few of the films: Spiritual Kung Fu, Half-Life of Kung Fu. He's in Prodigal Son with Samuel Horn. He's in Millionaires Express or Shanghai Express. He's in Mr. Canton and Lady Rose later on with Chan. Cameo roles or whatever, but he is in quite a bit of stuff.
Right.
Next one, you've got Tong Lam. He's the girl's father in this film. He's a Taiwanese actor. He's in Kilometers, To Kill with Intrigue, and he was in a lot of Shaw Brothers films as well. Mol Duckson. So he's the guy who plays Oddball. He's the, I don't know, what do you want to call him? Mentally challenged, sort of funny guy.
Yeah.
I'd say over the girl, Kim Jong Nan, I'd say he probably is my most annoying character in the film. But I kind of like him because he likes Chan so much, you know, that he becomes his mate in it and blood brothers and all that. So I do think he's all right, but I don't know about you, but he got on my nerves a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it, if you go back to Kim Jong Nam, you know, in the English dub version, she's got a really whiny voice as well, you know, which adds to the annoyance. And yeah, she's almost got that air of, I don't know. Yeah, she is irritating. But yeah, I know what you mean with both characters.
They don't ruin the film. This isn't. I love this film. They don't ruin the film for me, but you know, they just can be both a little bit annoying. The Free Spearman, Pangong, he's in Leg Fighters. He's brilliant in Leg Fighters. I don't know if you've seen Leg Fighters with Tam To Liang or Tam Do Leung. Yeah, that's a good film. That one I highly recommend. Yeah, It's called Leg Fighters. It's brilliant. That he plays two characters in the Leg Fighters. He's that good. He's amazing. And then you got Mal Ginsun, he's 7 Grandmasters, To Kill with Intrigue, and then Wong Kei Sang, who's in Shaolin versus Lama, and Dragon Fist. You don't see these guys that much, right? Most of the time, as in that picture, you see them with these basket hats on, but they do come off at the end, so we know they're in it. And then we've got the baddie, Cam Kong. Yeah, he's amazing, right? Brilliant in this film, looks the part. He's fantastic. He's in Shaolin Wooden Men. You remember Shaolin Wooden Men with Chan?
Yeah, I've got it on VHS.
Yeah, so he's the guy who teaches him the kung fu. You know, he's the one who's chained up.
Yeah.
He's chained up and he teaches him. He's in prison basically. So he's brilliant in that as well. He's in Shaolin Invincible Sticks. That's another good one. And from what I heard, he's a student of Tam Do Leung or Tam To Liang, which is the kicker, the Korean kicker. Yeah, that's the cast. Now, before we move on, unless you want to mention anything about the cast.
No.
The director of this film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll move on to that. Chen Chi Hwa. Did you know that he's in this film? He's in Snake and Crane Arts of Shaolin. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. No, being honest.
Okay. I'm going to play you a clip. The one and only clip I could find of him in this film. That's not him. I'll tell you when he comes out. There.
Listen. The chief's going out.
Yes.
That's the director.
Did you do the writing down here? The font director.
Well, okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, not just that. Let's just you say that, and thanks for picking up on it. But here's the best bit. Not only did I do that writing, how about this bit? How about this bit now? How about that?
The zoom.
Yeah, that don't happen in the film, does it?
No, it's amazing. But do you know what? I know you're capable of zooming, but it was like, panning zoom.
Right, and then stopping, and when it stopped, his name came up on the screen. That's it.
That is proper like authentic 70s style as well, the way they would have done it, you know. Chen Chi Hwa just coming in. And then
exactly. So now you know.
Bit
of trivia for you. He's in the film. Now he makes cameos. Yeah, he makes cameos in a lot of Jackie Chan films. Police Story 2, Protector, Dragons Forever, Mr. Canton and Lady Rose, or Miracles, Armor of God 2, Drunken Master 2. He's in all these films, but only as little cameos. But he's in them.
Yeah.
Other films he's directed.
Right.
Half a Loaf of Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Young Terrorism Fighter. That's a good one. 36 Crazy Fists. Now he's worked. The interesting thing about this guy is he's worked with Jackie right from these early Lo Wei films.
Right.
And all the way through, you know, to loads of films. He's the executive director on some of his biggest films. Shaolin Wooden Men. Okay, that's not his biggest film, but I said some of his biggest films.
Yeah.
Executive director on Police Story 1 and 2. I mean, they're two of the most popular channels.
Yeah, they're the classic.
Project A2, Mr. Canton, Lady Rose, Armor of God 2, Drunken Master 2, and he was the assistant director on Young Master as well.
All right.
So he's a big Jackie guy, a big supporter of him, and Jackie obviously supports him as well, right? Because he's always there.
Right.
I couldn't really find out what. I obviously knew what an assistant director was. That's the assistant to the director, but an executive director, I couldn't really find out what that was. So I don't know what he done. I don't know what he done. I'd like to know, but I don't know
It
what he done.
sounds top level anyway.
He definitely,
So you got some bit of artistic direction there with that position.
Exactly. Anything about the director? I mean, I've told you about him now.
Yeah. No, yeah,
What
that's you've like you say, you've given me something to look into, and yeah,
Hang on.
far more knowledgeable than me, which was inevitable.
Let's just have a quick. Wow.
Bud Spencer, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to do some box office comparisons now.
Right.
Thanks very much if you did watch that. In part 3, we cover the box office comparisons for other Jackie Chan films around the same time. Jackie at seasonal film for Snake and Eagle, Shadow and Drunken Master and how that came about. Jackie's post-Lo Wei success when he moved on and signed with Golden Harvest. Jackie's transition from traditional kung fu films to modern day films like Police Story. And then the state of traditional kung fu films today and why they are nowhere near as good as they used to be. Thanks, and we'll hopefully see you for part 3.
Snake and Crane.